You know, wherever you live in the world, there are certain weather risks. It could be earthquakes, mudslides, flooding, blizzards, or extreme cold or heat. In fact, I went through a blizzard in 2019 in Maryland where we lost power for 4 days in 28-degree weather. So in Florida, the weather risk is hurricanes, and that's what we'll talk about today. So hang on. Hey, I'm Stephen Kimos, a realtor specializing in new construction here in beautiful but rainy Port St. Lucie, Florida. So strong thunderstorms, tropical storms, and hurricanes are part of life in Florida. And after a Category 5 Andrew devastated southern Florida, building codes changed to protect against these storms. So in buying a home in Florida, here's what you need to know and how to be prepared. And I'm thinking about that now as we have Milton barreling down on the west coast of Florida. So about a total of 80 recorded hurricanes have affected Port St. Lucie and the Treasure Coast. The largest being Mitch, which was a Cat 5 in '78, and then also in '78, the most severe was David, another Cat 5 hurricane. That storm had a sustained 1-minute wind of 178 miles per hour and a 1-second wind of 221 miles per hour. Neither were direct hits, but experts say there's only a 1 in 30-year chance of a storm like that hitting Port St. Lucie again. So since then, the most recent hurricane to affect Port St. Lucie and the Treasure Coast was Category 2 Anna in 2015. The most recent active year was 2004, when Cat 4 Charlie, Cat 4 Ivan, Cat 3 Francis, and Cat 3 Janine all came through, with Francis and Janine being direct hits. The others were glancing blows. So when purchasing a home in Florida, I prefer newer construction. Newer construction is usually made up of concrete block, impact-resistant windows and doors, triple roof tie-downs, and I also prefer a 1-story house. If purchasing a 2-story house, you have to insist on concrete block on the second floor. Now the roofs on these houses can be either tile or asphalt shingles. Each have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, asphalt shingle roofing is a little more susceptible to damage, but is much easier to repair and much cheaper. Tile roofing offers greater protection, but is much more expensive to repair. Now, beyond solid construction, which I covered in the video linked below, you need to be sure that you don't buy in a flood or storm surge zone. Most casualties from hurricanes come from surges and flooding. So we need to check with FEMA and other sources to confirm the location of your home that you're thinking about buying isn't in one of these zones. Now, if you're protected from surge and flood, then the hurricane fortresses you buy down here may lose some shingles, but they're otherwise set up to deal with a really strong storm. So next, unless you self-insure, you may want to choose a community that's 5, 7, 10, or 12 miles off the coast, where the impact of landfall weakens the storms. Being back off the coast lessens the chance of significant hurricane damage, and furthermore, you can get reasonably priced insurance for $1,500 to $1,700 a year. I also opt for extra flood insurance, which is about $600 more a year, but the peace of mind to me is worth it. So once you choose the most storm-safe location that you can, and you get down here, the next thing to think about is how to be prepared if a storm comes your way. The first thing is to have a storm plan and a preparedness kit. The National Weather Service suggests that you have a family plan of communication so everybody knows what's going on. Have a plan for a mandatory evacuation if you're near a storm or flood zone or you're ordered to evacuate. Have a plan for pets. And have at least a 4-week supply of water and non-perishable food, because it's supposedly a half gallon to a gallon of water per person a day. Secure your outdoor furniture or any items that could blow around the wind. Have extra batteries, flashlights, and chargers, and have a battery-powered radio. And 8, move your cars to higher ground if that's possible. Florida Power and Light have been doing this for a long time. They're really good at keeping the power on, but many people purchase a gas, propane, or solar-powered generator to deal with the loss of power. Some people install a transfer switch to run their entire house from the portable generator. Some others purchase a $4,000 or $5,000 whole house generator where they wouldn't even notice if they lost power. Now, most, however, just run some cords from an outside portable generator to run the refrigerator, hot water heater, and the internet. In this case, be sure to locate the generator far from the home to avoid any possible carbon monoxide poisoning. So hopefully you won't need these things, but it's better to be prepared than not. Also, I hope this helps you know where to buy and what to look for in regard to storm safety and how to prepare once you've moved here. And I think that about covers it. So if you have any questions, be sure to contact me. My information here is on the screen and in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.